at the very beginning, when your children are very, very young, it's very important to have lots of positive experiences about screen time without the internet. When your child first starts using the internet, it's usually at home, isn't it, or with your parents. It's not, you've used your screens before you've gotten to school. You think of a toddler or a 3-year-old, he plays with the phone all the time and can swipe from screen to screen. So I think it's the perfect time to have a chat with them about online safety, make them feel confident and secure, show them that the internet is a fun place, it's a good place. And then as they get older, I suppose you can encroach the different areas that are dangerous. One of the important things at the start as well, I think, is having safe family screen time. So doing things together, maybe be it playing games online or going to different websites, watching different shows online. What do you think?
I think it's important as well to, like, when they're younger, to monitor them a bit, because I know younger children would be more likely to go on playing, let's say on Roblox, how there's a chat. They might be playing with a game and then someone would join them and start chatting to them. It might, when they're younger, it might be best to watch that. But as they get older, they don't really need to be monitored more, because they're more aware of this, how safe the internet is and how to be safe.
What about rules and boundaries around the internet? What do you think of the rules and boundaries?
Well, I know when I was younger, I certainly found rules a bit annoying, because I wanted to be off messing around with the internet. But as I've gotten older, I see they are kind of needed, because you could go off doing whatever without realising it's not safe for you to be doing that. So I think definitely when they're young enough, they should have boundaries, but as they get older, maybe loosen the boundaries a little as you trust them more.
Yeah, I think in the early days your boundaries can be non-negotiable, especially when it comes to keeping your child safe and keeping other children safe online. I think definitely as they get a little bit older, negotiation should come into it. So things like if you are having an hour screen time and your hour is up and you're just at the great part of a film, or you're about to score a goal in a match or something, that you can have a little bit of a chat around it. So maybe you can ask your parent for the extra screen time, and some nights it might suit, some nights it might not, but have a conversation about it and why you're getting it tonight, or maybe why you're not getting it the next night. What about rules around screen time? What do you feel about that?
I know it's good to limit screen time sometimes, in the terms of you don't want your child, or as a child yourself, you wouldn't want to be online all the time, because there are very negative side effects to that, especially in your mood. So I think it's good to have limits, but not too much of a limit, because I know when you're older you'll want to be on it more, chatting to your friends and looking at all the popular social media influencers. But when you're younger, you'd be mainly using it just to play games, which take up a lot of time, and you'll be losing track of how much time you spent on the game. So it's very important to have limits then. With role modelling, I know people generally can have a wide variety of role models, from influencers to actors to their parents and teachers, where they will generally learn most of their life lessons from. And older siblings can be a great influence on younger siblings, because I know my brothers would look up to me, and if they see me doing something, they'd like to be doing it too. In terms of being your role model, they also become somebody you can approach with questions, and if you're not sure, and if you were afraid to tell a teacher or a parent that you came across something that you shouldn't have online, maybe you could go and talk to your older sibling about it, or an older family friend or relative. Social media websites are designed for over 13, so there are very few, let's say 10-year-olds, that would not have actually had an impact with a social media platform before, be it through an older sibling or a friend. There's always ways that they have been influenced by social media. The digital world is ever changing at the moment. It's very hard to keep up with different things. I had just gotten terms with Twitter, and the next thing I could find TikTok coming online. So to go and, like, as a parent, we didn't grow up with this, so we need to find somewhere we can go and learn about it. I think we mentioned kind of Childline earlier as a place for the child to go to get some unbiased advice, where they know they're not going to get into trouble speaking to the adults. They know they're just going to get advice and help and support, sympathetic ear as to what they are going through, and help them to understand and talk it through.